I think they've looked so incredible so far this tournament, but I think it's really close. I don't see this as a massive outdraft either way. Oh, and they're putting the Wisp with the AM in the laning stage. Okay. Fair enough. And he's actually started Bracer on the Wisp as well. That's cool. We see this more and more from, like, supports at the moment. Do you remember when we cast China and FY Mirana position 4? And he was, like, building Wraithband first and whatnot as well. So the HP regen you get from the Bracer is pretty nice. Like, in the laning stage as well. So, I haven't seen this on any Wisps yet. But I guess if he's playing +4 instead of +5, I guess the Bracer's a little bit more... He doesn't need to buy sentries and whatnot, right?
30 seconds to battle.
Well, you know, everybody could always chip in.
True.
Some sentries. It's not just the position 5's job.
No, only +5s. That's what happens in my pubs at least anyway. Only the +5 can buy observable sentries, even though they're also free. Because nobody else knows how to use them.
That's what it feels like every time. Why are there no wards on the map? Ping, 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 ping.
Begins.
Well, because, you know, they're free.
Actually going to get 3 bounty runes on NIGMA though. Good start for them.
Decent start here, though. Keep this... Are they going to keep this top bounty rune for a bottle, potentially, for Weehaw? Or is it just getting left there?
I think the Lich will probably just go and pick it up now. I think he just went to ward first, get the sentry down. He unfortunately didn't find the observer, which is on the other side of the river. Or, sorry, other side of the mid lane, but...
Yeah, going across there might have been deadly business. That's for sure. So at least for right now, see how Weehaw does against Limp. Just, you know, in terms of having that sticky napalm, he's got a couple of stacks. How the distance is going to play out between, you know, the Bat Rider and the Lina. And then up towards top, Miracle and GH here against Hanskin and S4 on the Magnus and Disruptor. This is, you know, Disruptor. We've seen it before. Harassment with the Thunderstruck as much as you can. Just continue to throw it out and then open up the lane as much as you can succeed with and get it there for the offlaner, which S4 should be doing decently well.
I want to talk about this mid lane quickly because you'll notice what Limp's done. He's pushed the lane in really hard at the start because what he needs to do is he can't allow the Bat Rider to get level 2 and like be pushing the lane towards the Lina, because otherwise what happens is Weehaw gets level 2 and just dives Limp under tower, like with the creep wave that's coming in. So it's really important that Link always keeps the wave on the other side of the river just to stop the threat from Weehaw coming in.
First blood.
He's doing a lot here to him, but, you know, it doesn't matter when up towards top, it looks like they're going to get not 1, but 2 kills. Miracle with the double kill. Hanskin and S4 dropping down in this top lane.
I'll be honest.
And that is the exact opposite of what you want to do.
No, I mean, I don't mind to see it, but, like, I'm really annoyed at myself because I just didn't expect it to happen at all. Like... Why is this AM Wisp just able to click down 2 heroes? It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the overcharge is obviously really strong, but I didn't think it was going to do quite as much as it did.
I agree.
Look at the CS mid, though, and this is what I mean by Limp playing so well at the moment. Like, Limp's 14-2 to the 6-0 of Bat Rider. And even this bot lane as well, this Slark is having a really good time.
He's doing well at 14-1. You can see the CS difference between Alliance and NIGMA right now, and they're getting beat pretty bad on NIGMA. I think that double kill top is certainly a saving grace at the moment.
The only lane that's gone well for them, like at the moment on NIGMA, is this top lane. Weehaw's just getting constantly bullied. Has he got any more regen coming out? Yeah, he's got the bottle coming. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see at the 4-minute time with these runes if either of the supports from either team decide to come and rotate over. Because I feel like if this Bat Rider doesn't fill up his bottle at the 4-minute mark, he might really struggle.
He's already getting just harassed. You can see the attack range really benefiting Limp here against Weehaw and making this a living hell for the Bat Rider at the moment. I mean, who can you even rotate to make this better? Like, I don't even think a rotation for NIGMA benefits them. It might even just turn into them dying on both heroes. Oh my, Hotskin going down again, and that is the third kill in this lane. I'm so shocked they're getting these kills. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do in this situation. Firefly, stay on the cliff, try and avoid him. Goes low ground, goes high ground, gets a salve. RMN's here. Limp just trying to see if he can finish off the Bat Rider. And he's, you look at that, he's just playing around the cliff. And then, yeah, eventually gets his salve canceled. And that'll continue to just open up this lane because, well, you still have 30 seconds until the bounty runes are up and you can refill that bottle.
Is it worth your life?
And that is tough business right now for Weeha. Yeah, he's really laying down the hurt in this lane. A lot more than, I mean, they already have 3 kills here, so yeah, it's way more than I've already expected. Oh, mid! Limp! He's gonna get run down! Weeha getting the kill over mid. Hansky makes a rotation. I'm not certain it's quick enough. Fairy Fire. Alright, quick hits! Look at the kill there. Oh, the rudest of dudes, the rudest of abilities, honestly. And ooh, S4 though. And he's taking a bit of damage there. Up towards top, was getting harassed, but a little bit too close to the tower.
A gift from the Sun Kingdom battle.
Flame break, and now the lasso onto the tower. Limp again going down back-to-back deaths. Send me back and I will make you pay.
Dire are scanning.
Is the meteor hammer
Middle
first for
tower is under
Weeha?
attack, under attack.
They're coming bottom. They don't have Primal Roar, but they're gonna chase Nikobaby. Weeha coming over, and that'll force the rotation out from the Disruptor.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
But now Weeha's leading the experience. Like, the lane was going so well for the Lina, and all of a sudden those back-to-back deaths really turn it around.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Look at this, just coming in. The stun hits though. Laguna Blade, and now with the skewer, S4 rotates, gets the kill in a miracle. Overplaying his hand. They also got a kill in the Lich bottom. That is not what you want, though. It felt like everything was going right for Miracle, and now he kind of hits a setback there. scared to leave the Lina alone. Oh dear, Miracle. I'll be okay. Again, almost getting caught out. Certainly close, and now going for S4, who has no mana to do anything with. And avoid through, and they get the kill, and then mid again, Weeha with that lasso to take out Lina. And I mean, NIGMA, they're gonna get a third. Static Storm was committed. Hanskin falls to Miracle. He gets a double kill, 9-3 in favor of Team NIGMA.
Is under attack.
I mean, this AM's getting out of control now. Like, he's 4-1 and 2. Like, the only death he had is because he managed to trade for the Lina, which isn't even bad in itself. And he's
Look how far ahead he is.
He's just on this way to the battle, like, so far on the way to the Battle Fury now. The same great surprise is at least Nikobaby on the start is having an okay time, but the problem is, like, look at the level difference. Miracle's at least a whole level ahead already. And they're going on mid again.
It's impossible for him to get away from this one. Miracle's here. 4 heroes have come over mid to make sure that Lina doesn't play Dota. And they're gonna spot this stack. One of the things that has been a constant talking point has been contesting the stacks.
Yeah, and even though it's a 2-stack, like, you see, like, Nikobaby comes over straight away and he's like, I need to play up here now. Like, I need to make sure they don't come and contest the same 2-stack. But it does mean now that Mind Control down in his bot lane is probably going to be able to start slamming his head against this bot tier 1. Doesn't have the neck grip quite yet.
Boar's head.
Yeah.
Arms for the game.
So, let's see how this goes.
Regeneration!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is anybody coming down here on the lines to deal with this? I guess they're just going to let it go. It's the Slark's TP
Radiant's
top.
bottom tower is
We
under
have smoked
attack.
up mid here. I think
I guess they just want to play up top or play towards mid. They're going to try and take the tier 1 tower over mid. Glimpse is already used. They're going to try and need Chain Frost. Look at that from RMN. That is bouncing around. The silence hits on a Weeha for a second. There's the LSA as well as the Laguna Blade. They'll get the kill on RMN. They look over as Primal Roars out on the limp. They'll get the kill on the Lina as well as the Undying. They save the tier 1 over mid. And it's a 3k net worth lead for NIGMA as they're going to go for the tier 1 in the mid lane.
I mean, NIGMA just collapsed so fast on the mid lane there. Like, the Lich just turns up from behind while the Batrider comes from the front, and then this is the power of the Wisp, right? Like, you just relocate in, and all of a sudden there's 4 heroes mid. S4 really wants to find an RP, but...
yeah, you're just walking into Lasso, though. Gets the RP. He's already dead. Weeha might fall. Nikobaby's here. Hanskin looking next, though. LSA hits. Miracle in trouble. He needs to get away. Can't do so. Miracle drops. Hanskin doesn't. Can't believe they get the kill on both Weeha as well as Miracle in that situation.
Huge kills. I mean, they managed to kill the Mag, but he still gets the RP off just before he's going to die to the Firefly.
Odd. Flag there really hard. Game.
Now, are they going to try and push the mid-tier 1 themselves? I mean, it's a little bit difficult with this Batrider coming back now. He did go for boss first.
Everybody's up here. Glimpse isn't going to put him that far back. Hanskin tries to TP out, but yeah, there's no way that's going to be allowed to happen. They stop the TP, they get the kill. GH gets credit for that one. Miracle is 5-2-5. When was the last time you saw a anti-mage be this involved this early? I mean, hell, there's games where we see anti-mages go 0-0-1.
Is under attack.
You know, like it's in probably a losing effort, but
We've seen this from the best teams this tournament so far, though, right? That if you don't play as, like... If your carry doesn't play with your team, you just start to fall so far behind because you're taking 5-on-4s all the time. So even though it's a little bit uncharacteristic for most AMs in this, like,
bottom tower is under
as a hero, I think NIGMA understand that if they can gain early advantages by playing as a 5, like by taking these early towers, then it sets up so well for the mid game. Like this mid tier 1's gone, tier 1's gone already as well. And they're playing the map so well right now.
They're pressuring these towers too, pretty heavily. Look at the tier 2 bottom for Alliance. That's more than half gone already. If they just play down towards the bottom end of the map, they could probably take it. They get a kill or so.
If they get that before the 20-minute mark as well, right? Like, it sets up ready for the outpost as well.
Back on a mind control. He does have a primal roar. He can get it off, but he silence takes the static storm. The chain frost is bouncing. Miracle moving towards Hanskin leaves Nikobaby to be low and go towards the Lich. They're not going to get anything out of this, at least so far, but they find Limp. So Weeha is here. One more shot gets the kill. Glimpse all the way back on the GH. Now he needs to be careful as they did lose RMN. Can he tether to anybody? Anybody here? It got Weeha close, and yeah, he gets the tether over. And will also TP out.
The other thing as well, you have to say with Alliance's lineup, they have this like Lina Slark white, right, which is so... They want to find pickoffs. They want to find +1s over and over constantly, like with glimpses, with, you know, the Yule set, and the Yules on the Lina that's going to be bought soon. And at the moment, because NIGMA are just running around, it's so difficult for them to take these big head-on engagements. They're so reliant on hitting, you know, big RPs and big static storms, which isn't easy without the positioning items, which is why you're seeing go for this blink first. Like, they need to be able to take these really early team fights and not have to, you know, sometimes we see the mech first. I know Seb's done that this tournament as well, but Blink's just too important here.
5K net worth lead. Intimage has that battle period pretty early on. And this has been such a performance from Miracle, being involved in 11 of the 16 kills so far. And the rest of the team, like NIGMA, have moved around the map
Dire's top
as
tower
one
is under
unit
attack.
so well so far. Sinister Gaze, RP hits on a Weeha, and the Static Storm, Laguna Blade, everything in the kitchen sink gets thrown at this Bat Rider just to get one kill. The stun doesn't land. Limp's in trouble. RMN comes over the Chain Frost Throne again. That'll bounce all the way to FNG. It was off the dead body of the Lina. Doesn't really bounce much more afterwards. GH hit with Shockwave, but now they've got the bounce as well as the Leech on RMN, who has Sinister Gaze onto the tower. Finally a kill there for Nikobaby, who is dominating. Looks over Mind Control. Obscure hits on the 2. GH, Mind Control, and they get out just in time, but it's only to the side. So Mind Control still getting chased down by Nikobaby as well as FNG. FNG doing a lot of damage. GH taking a couple of shots here from Nikobaby, but here comes Miracle. Miracle blinks forward. Mind Control ends up dead, so Miracle's kind of in no man's land. He has to fight basically 4 against the world. Shockwave hit, blink forward once more. Nikobaby in some trouble. Right click's coming in pretty hard though. He's got himself 25 seconds of the essence shift. They have the lasso. Can they get the kill? We are still taking a lot of damage. Nikobaby continues to survive, and Alliance are getting away with this one so well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Can't believe they were able to survive all that. It really felt like NIGMA had the proper positioning. The Chain Frost coming through. The fact that they killed Alina so early.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, look at that. 28 stacks of Essence Shift.
Is under attack. Dire's top
That
tower
fight went on
has
so
fallen.
long.
Just blinked in on the AM, and I don't think he realized how strong the Slark was and started trying to trade hits. That was not going to work, unfortunately.
Yeah, he went in with the objective of finishing off the Slark. But then Slark hits you once, and you get chunked, and all of a sudden you regret your decision.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We have to say Nikobaby hasn't died this whole game as well. Like, he's played pretty well. They find
I'm Aurora used on a Hanskin. They've got Miracle coming over. Static Storm is used. Escorts here. Silence out onto the Antimage to get the kill on a Mind Control. We are taking a lot of damage. Nikobaby, he's still dealing with 29 stacks of Essence Shift. They're fighting into this Slark, and he's got so much going for him right now. Look at the damage he's doing on a Miracle.
They might be able to find RMN as well.
Hits GH as well as RMN. Blink away from Miracle. They're going to continue to chase this Lich. He'll taunt for his hard work. If he can get out of this, that would be great, but it's not looking likely as he pulled in once more. And Nikobaby, it feels like he's quietly 7-0-3.
Yeah, and he has, I mean, he has 9 permanent agi already, right? The Slark, he's huge. And this is the thing you know, we talk about AM having a really good battle period timing and whatnot, but there's a Slark on the, there's a mag on the Slark's team. So like he effectively has a small battle fury already anyway, so he's not going to fall too far behind in terms of net worth. And this NIGMA Slark is going to be fighting, you know, much better than this AM early on. So Alliance, even though they fell a little bit behind, they aren't afraid to take these fights.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So they're gonna go for the tier 1 over mid.
Fortified.
Should be able to finish it off. You got all 5 heroes here, and I think NIGMA,
Dire's middle tower
they need
has
to
fallen.
hold back on the reins a little bit. I mean, hell, Nikobaby is still working with
Radiant's
19
top
essence
tower is
chips.
under attack.
You just can't start a fight
Radiant
with him on a number like that. And Mind Control now in trouble. It's just gonna get higher. Pounce misses, but here come the right clicks, and you can see how hard he's hitting with all that essence chip. Kinetic field is there. Mind Control dead once again. It's felt like Mind Control has died 4 times tonight.
Is under attack.
Yeah, they do need to slow the tempo of this game down a bit, don't they? They need to just keep the AM farming, just be mobile around the map. They try and split the lanes out a little bit here. You know, you have the Batrider with BOTs, so they do have ways of doing it. They need to try and wait for this Weeha BKB as well. To be massive against the Disruptor, Valina. But they're just going to head push here on Alliance.
Scanning.
And so, do NIGMA feel like they can contest this? And do they even know it's happening? They do
Is
scan,
under attack.
so they know they're in there.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not the quickest
Radiant's bottom tower.
plays, but it looks like they're still going to give it up.
Like we were saying though, I don't think they can really fight at the moment on NIGMA, especially with the Beastmaster when he died there, so they don't want to take the numbers down engagement. They did get a tier 2 in return of bots, so at least they got something. Unfortunately though, they didn't get it before the 20-minute outpost. Alliance still gets some XP for themselves.
The experience now favoring Alliance. The net worth still just a slight number over towards NIGMA. And Nikobaby comes over. They've got themselves the last one. But the RP! S4 lands. It's Static Storm! It's on a 3 with the kinetic field. Look at the kill on the GH. And now the Chain Frost bouncing around doing a lot of damage. Again, they kill on the Weeha. Take up to on the side of NIGMA. But the Primal Roar comes in. FNG is gone. So is Miracle. S4 just survives. And Alliance again. Again, Hansky, that was perfect.
Oh, well, you got to give the credit to S4 though as well with the RP.
Yeah.
This Blink RP has been doing, you know, was that the first Blink RP I think we've seen this game? I mean, as first ones go, that's pretty good going. Miracle's just about to blink out there at the end, but the Slark pounce came through just in time to stop him from blinking away. And this is the problem, like, has Battle Fury Manta, but you can't really fight as this hero until you get like the +1 item. So sometimes we see the Skadi, sometimes we see the Basher. But even then, how do you fight up against a Slark in like 1v1, like raw punching fight? You can't. Like, he's just constantly stealing your stats. And it feels like they just don't have the burst damage to be able to deal with the Slark at the moment. Because even like they have to try and 100 to 0 him before he gets the Shadow Dance off. Even then, there's an Undying Soul Rip behind him. This Max is probably going to be building the mech at some point this game. Oh, he's actually got Vlad's up, which is pretty good as well.
Oh, that's nice.
All of a sudden, this massive network lead that like NIGMA and the had, it's just completely out their window.
It's almost like the advantage was like two-edged in a way. You know, you still want the anti-mage to farm, but now he's getting involved in all these fights where he's got just a Battle Fury. Now he's got a Manta, of course, but like, you're going in early and it wasn't probably the proper time to continue fighting like that. You probably could have taken that advantage and used it to farm your way up to a higher advantage. Instead, they chose to fight, and they've lost these fights.
But how do you farm yourself to a higher advantage when there's a mag on the other team? Like, they can keep up with you.
Lich getting caught. Nikobaby should have another kill. That's gonna put him up to 12 permanent agility.
He's just 10-0-4. He's beyond godlike 23 minutes into the game on a Slark.
Dire's middle tower is under
You know, we
attack.
questioned about whether this Slark would be good as a first phase pick, but one, it addresses the Batrider, and two, Nikobaby's 10-0-4. Like,
Oh
no Batrider.
Finds GH. And GH is in a lot of trouble.
He is going to waste the Slark's time here, though, at least. He's going to force him to stay around top.
And that's well, bottom though. Miracle, he's in the static storm as well as the kinetic field. So is Weeha, so they're gonna lose both of them. They don't even need the Slark.
And now GH might go down top here as well. He's got the Glimmer Cape, which you can't really see because he's a wisp. Yeah, he does go down eventually.
Bodies everywhere. Nikobaby now 13 permanent agility, sitting right now currently with 22 essence
Dire's
shift.
bottom tower is under
He's got the
attack.
Heaven's Halberd, he's got the Silver Edge, he's sitting top of the net worth. I mean, things are just going from bad to worse for
Dire's top
NIGMA.
tower is under
And then
attack.
all of a sudden it's been a 10,000 net worth shift as RMN dies near the tier 3 tower. It was a 5k lead for NIGMA, now it's a 4k lead for Alliance.
Is under attack.
Yeah, and they're just playing so well at them. Like, again, it's another Blink RP down in the bot lane that sets up for the
Dire's
static
middle
storm. It's such,
tower has fallen.
they have such a massive team fight advantage, right? You know, we talked about them wanting to play the split game earlier, but when they hit their key items like the Blink on the mag, they can take these big 5-on-5s. And their spell usage has been so good this game. In these big engagements, they're not panicking. Especially when you force like 5k behind early on. It's a pretty big net worth disadvantage, but they understand that when they hit these key items, like with the Yules on the Lina, the Blink on the map, they're not afraid.
Primal Roar, just on the Undying. And we still get this kill here on the FNG. Take whatever you can get right now if you're NIGMA. Look at Nikobaby just going in.
Lasso on the Lina.
Sinister Gaze, but they've got the lasso coming through on a limb. They're not doing a lot of damage onto the Lina. They already lose RMN. Nikobaby gets yet another kill. He goes into the Silver Edge looking for Miracle. Miracle blinks away.
Wants him though.
Can they disengage? It doesn't look likely. Blink, Skewer, Pounce, Leash with the LSA. But Phantom! Miracle! Oh my god!
Just another day at the office, guys. Do they think they can reinitiate here as well? I mean, they don't have lasso up or anything. It's a little bit risky.
They're certainly thinking about it. Primal Roar is not up for another 34 seconds as well. Nikobaby goes into Silver Edge, gets the pounce as well as the disarm out on the Miracle once again. GH trying to keep this anti-mage alive. Spell Shield now into the Shadow Dance. They find themselves Mind Control. Weeha comes over, burning out Hanskin. They're doing a lot of damage onto the Disruptor, but they're going to lose Weeha as well as Mind Control. RPUs, they lock down Miracle. He's in trouble once again.
There's no detection.
The Glimmer Cape comes in from GH, and that'll keep Miracle alive. They lost Weeha. They lose Mind Control. Miracle now needs to blink away. It's on cooldown for another second.
Radiant are scanning.
And is backed off enough to survive.
Yeah, like, they're really struggling to deal with Nikobaby, though. You can see, like, as soon as the Miracle manages to finally get in a position where Geto dances down, to start trying to trade with Nikobaby, instantly the RP comes in.
It's under attack.
And luckily, they do manage to keep him alive, but it's still a bad fight for NIGMA. They're now 7k behind. You can see the problems they're having against the Slarker with these two, like, single target ability with the lasso and the roar, though. It's so difficult to know when you should be going on the Slark because of this Dark Pact.
Break. FNG caught again. Playing that life, though. Kill me, don't kill anyone else.
This is what they need to do now, NIGMA. They found one kill, but they have to try and find more. Like, they need to keep playing aggressive while they have the numbers advantage here. Like, use this lasso to find +1s. Use the roar to find +1s.
Dire's top tower.
Titan Sliver for the Slark as well. Probably the best time he could have got this game.
Give me the status resistance every day of the week.
I mean, 29.6 up against lasso and roar. Like, it's insanely good. And now RMN might be in trouble.
How are you going to keep... How are you going to keep them locked down? They've got the lasso as well as Flame Break hitting onto the Disruptor. Hanskin in trouble. He'll fall. Meanwhile, on the opposite end of this, RMN was getting chased by Nikobaby, who goes into the Shadow Dance as well as Pounce to get some distance. LSA misses Miracle. Miracle continue to move forward, but they don't have the lasso anymore, so the control
numbers
for them is not really there. Miracle taking so much damage, he's just dead. Look at how far away he is from the rest of his team. It's not the proper spot to be. The Primal Roar gets used on a limb. Weeha pops his BKB as did Limb, and they'll just try to disengage at this point, but that was way too far from Miracle.
Alright, it doesn't have Blink here either, so they're going to try and keep chasing him down, but he's so quick with the bots and the Firefly up.
Now for the old razzle-dazzle.
This Roche minimum spawn time has just hit as well. So if Alliance can keep controlling this top side of the map, I think that Roche is going to be the next big objective for them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I control it.
Effigy has a mech.
Yeah. Oh, mind control getting pounced, leashed up. GH, he's here. But Hanskin is too. Glimmercape used GH now the focus of their attention. Mind control will get out of this one. And now they'll get GH back in their hands. Pounce leashes.
Cancelled the relocate down in the bot lane by killing GH. Oh my god. And so that means the Limp survives as well.
Mindbreaker, Greater Fairy Fire. And Alliance are just playing out of their mind.
Look at Effigy.
Out of their gourd.
Tell me what you see.
Double boots.
He's got a boot for each foot. That's what I like to see.
I mean, you don't expect these supports to hobble around with one boot, do you?
I don't think he expected to get so much farm. Like, normally when you see FNG play and dying, he's like hard position 7, right? Like,
which he's done at times. He's let himself just die, but Weehaw spotted, Weehaw gone. Nikobaby, he is 15-0-6.
Yeah, he's going to get that basher relatively soon as well, so M's game's going to get even harder here.
Bounty gets a victory prize.
I like that Miracle's gone for a Howl. It's really important so he can try and fight up against the Slark, but they both have one, right? So effectively they should be cancelling each other out in the fight. They're both used on each other.
This is what's crazy is this is just all after a 14-minute battle here. Like the game was going so well for NIGMA, and now that you've got this opportunity for the side of NIGMA, things all fell apart. And Alliance are up 10k net worth.
Nib's gonna scale now as well. He's gone back for the Destro. So like this AM,
yeah,
his armor being taken away. Like, Batman is not a high armor hero either. They see Weehaw.
Weehaw again. He gets caught. Nikobaby with another kill. That's his 16th kill. 16-0-6.
He even lassos the Lincolns there as well, because I don't think they realized the Slark had one. So not only did they realize the Slark didn't have a Lincoln, but he's also managed to finish a basher in that time as well. Like, Nikobaby's so farmed.
And you just see the jump up 9 to 12,000. They get a kill on the RMN. Nikobaby 17 kills.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This is a perfect performance from Nikobaby, which, based on the early game, is exactly what you needed. Because it looks so good for NIGMA. Like, you needed Nikobaby to be perfect.
Radiant's
they're
top
just going to
tower
start
is
chipping
under
in.
attack.
They're like, NIGMA are playing the game how they should be. Like, they need to keep splitting the map up and pushing the lanes out. But when you do that, like, this Slark's just able to just run over and just kill whoever he wants. Like, he has so much pickup potential just by himself. So when you do split the map up, Nikobaby's punishing them really well.
Look at the tier 3. They're going to work on this Rats. Disarm comes in on the illusion. What's the play here? There's still so much for Alliance that, quite honestly, I don't know how you fight into it. RP as well as the Static Storm. It's going to be such a tough ask for NIGMA to just jump into this fight, especially with how hard the Lean is hitting, with the Desolator picked up. Like, where do you find your confidence just to jump in?
It's so difficult, isn't it? Like, who's the AM supposed to kill? Because Hanskin at the moment has a blink as well on the Disruptor. So he needs to, like, he can stand so far back so that he'll never be found at the start of the fight. And then when he finds his opening, he can just blink in. FizzG's just level 18 on Undying with Craggy Coat and Greaves. Like, how's he gonna die?
He is loving life, almost having the same net worth as we are. Spotted. Miracle now. Pounced and leashed up. He'll blink away. He's got the tether, the relocate. So there's the lasso that comes in on Hanskin. Maybe they can do something with this. Nikobaby, there's the chain frost bouncing around. They've got the Guardian Greaves, so that'll keep him alive a little bit longer, but Hanskin ends up dead. Nikobaby going in on the Miracle. He got the first advance as well as the RP coming through from S4. Primal War comes in. They've got the Tether as well as the Manta. Blink away from Miracle. They look over as Weehaw taking a lot of damage with the Laguna Blade as well as the BKB pop. He does not die. BKB's been popped by S4. Nikobaby going in. He's in between both tier 4s. This is not the spot he wants to be in, but he's doing a lot of damage on the Miracle. He looks over to RMN. 3 shots in. Gets the kill onto the Lich. Now looks over at Mind Control. The chase is on for the Beastmaster. They'll get the kill onto this Beastmaster, taking out another without buyback. And it's 3 against 4 now remaining. As Alliance, they look dead set to take game 1.
They're just going to go for the end, actually. They don't even care about the side lanes here. They understand with the Slark having so many stacks up, they can just chunk through these tier 4s.
Yeah, so they'll take the tier 4, they look over the Ancient, and it looks like they're going to finish the game. It just gets chunked down by the Manta as well as the Survive coming in from GH. Can he fight Hive against the world? I don't think he can. Backdoor protection's no longer there. They look over. Weehaw taking a lot of damage. He dies immediately. Just gets blown up. Miracle's still trying to fight this as best he can, but the LSA is there. Nikobaby just ignoring them, going for the base.
Nikobaby's hitting for 400. Well, he was hitting for 450 damage next to the Vlads.
He's got 27 stacks of Essence Shift, 23 permanent agility. He goes into the Shadow Dance and just finishes the game right there and then. Alliance. 34 minutes, 34 seconds, 35 to 24. Just blow through NIGMA after what was that start.